students, my name is Pavneet. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another video of the cue card. So let's move on to your part second. The cue card is describe something you taught to your friend or relative. You should say what you taught him or her, when it was, how long it was for, and explain how you felt about it. So we need to talk about a skill that you have taught to your friend or relative. Let's move on to your sample answer. You can start by saying, I'm fortunate enough to admit that I have learned lots of things from my kith and kin when I get some spare time, instead of crying over spilled milk. Mind you, at this moment, I have decided to talk about a thing that I taught to my friend, and that was my all-time favorite activity, playing the guitar. So now students, I have started my sample answer by saying I am fortunate enough to admit that. Try to use this one. You can not only use it in part second, but also you can use it in part first or in part third. Basically, when you want to say that you are feeling lucky because of a particular thing, there you can use I'm fortunate enough to admit that. Then I have used kith and kin. We use that one, students, when you want to say, when you want to talk about your friends as well as when you want to talk about your relatives. There, instead of saying friends and relatives, you can say kith and kin. For saying free time, I have used an alternative, and that is spare time. Next one is crying over spilled milk. It's mean that feeling guilty and wasting your present time to think about the thing that has happened before. Like I'll tell you, basically we use that one जब अपने बात करना चाहते हैं उस एक्टिविटी के बारे में जो अपने पास्ट में कर चुके हैं, अभी उसके बारे में अपने सोच कर प्रेजेंट वाला टाइम भी वेस्ट कर रहे हैं और गिल्टी फील कर रहे हैं एट द सेम. सो वहाँ पर अपने यूज़ करते हैं cry over spilled milk. If my memory serves me well, a few years back I went to a celebration of my bosom friend. Actually, her sister got hitched, so on that joyous occasion, they organized a party in a fancy restaurant so that all the family members could have a wine and dine with with a newlywed couple. Now, students, I have used if my memory serves me well. Honestly and literally, this is the important thing that you have to use, because majority of students just say I vividly remember. So try to avoid using it, because examiner now are counting these kind of things as a cliche. So instead of saying I vividly remember, there you can say if my memory serves me well. It's mean when you want to talk about the thing that has happened in the past. Then I have used bosom friends. We use that one when you want to talk about your best friend. Got hitched, it's mean get married. Joyous, it's mean happy. Fancy restaurant, it's mean expensive and luxurious restaurant. Then I have used wine and dine. It's mean when you go to a particular restaurant and there you enjoy some of the amazing food items, and that is called wine and dine. So when I reached at a party, I became the center of attention, because the skill that I am having is completely out of this world. So everyone got flabbergasted after realizing that I have a knack for playing the guitar. To my astonishment, they started motivating me to give a performance. On top of that, they started clapping and cheering me up, which made me bold from the blue. Now students, I have used flabbergasted. We use this one when you want to say surprise. Most of the students, what I have heard from them, every time they just say I got surprised, or they say I was surprised. Now surprised is okay, but if you really want to boost your band score, then try to use an alternative for that. And for saying surprised, you can say flabbergasted. You can say like that, I was flabbergasted. I got flabbergasted. You can present like that. Then instead of saying I am good at, which majority of students use, so instead of saying that, you can say I have a knack for. I'll give you an example as well. Now you are saying that I am good at cooking. So instead of saying I am good at cooking, you can say I have a knack for cooking, which makes it quite good. Then I have used astonishment. It's mean again surprise. Again, it's an alternative for surprise. On top of that, we use that one when you want to say moreover, furthermore. Basically, we use moreover, furthermore in writing. But majority of students try to use in their speaking as well, because they are not aware that speaking is an informal language. Basically, they are supposed to use an informal language there. So that's why you need to use some of the natural expressions in order to become more fluent. That's why I have used on top of that, which means moreover and furthermore. Bolt from the blue. We use that particular idiomatic expression when you wanna say that you got surprised. Again, try to learn different kind of idiomatic expression for expressing your feeling. The more idioms you would have, the more band score you will get, because the more variety you would be able to show to your examiner. Then I gave the performance, but the thing that surprised me that after a week, my friend called me and requested me to teach her how to play a guitar. Even she bought a brand new guitar as well. That's why on weekends I decided to give her the classes, because on weekdays I was snowed under with my studies. In those sessions, I taught her how to play a guitar exactly, like how to hold the guitar correctly, which string should be pointed at what time, and such like. Now, students, I have used an alternative for saying busy. Now, instead of saying I'm busy all the time, especially in your IELTS speaking, you can use an alternative, and that would be I am snowed under with my work. If you are saying that you are busy in your studies, you can say I'm snowed under with my studies. And if you are saying that you are busy in your household chores, then you can say I am snowed under with my household chores. Then now, instead of saying etc, which majority of students use instead etc, so there you can use and such like. Here I have used that one. It took her more or less 4 months to understand the basic criteria that needs to be followed while playing a guitar. As she was hopeless at it, still she gave her best because it was her hobby and she wanted to become passionate about it. While talking about my feeling, without a doubt, I was walking in the air as I helped her to accomplish her dream. And even she was feeling eternally grateful after learning this skill. All in all, I would say that this is the skill that I taught to my friend, and I was literally very happy. Now, students, I have used more or less. Now, instead of saying approximately, there you can say more or less. Then I said she was hopeless at it. Now, instead of saying I'm not good at it, there you can say I am hopeless at it. You can present the thing I'm hopeless at cooking, things like that. Walking in the air, we use that particular idiomatic expression when you want to say that you are happy. Then eternally grateful, we use this one when you want to say that you are feeling thankful. Okay, there we can use it. So this is the end of the cue card. If you like this video, if you follow my idea,